lineup gets it once, you know, the armor comes out once Hiroki hits 6. I mean, Darkseer Mech is going to be another luxury. The lineup gets it once, you know, the armor comes out once Hiroki hits 6. I mean, Darkseer Mech is going to be another luxury. The lineup gets it once, you know, the armor comes out once Hiroki hits 6. I mean, Darkseer Mech is going to be another luxury. The lineup gets it once, you know, the armor comes out once Hiroki hits 6. I mean, Darkseer Mech is going to be another luxury. The lineup gets it once, you know, the armor comes out once Hiroki hits 6. I mean, Darkseer Mech is going to be another luxury. The lineup gets it once, you know, the armor comes out once Hiroki hits 6.
Same time, middle, a bit of a rotation coming through. Will be scanned out though by Liquid.
Regeneration!
The girl will know to play it safely.
Empire smoked up around the area too. The scan wasn't, but didn't catch the actual smoked heroes. It caught the bat, but see if they're actually going to get a pick off here. Kuroki trying to get that level 6 online.
There is back. Look at the position though. Miracle and TH still prepared for any sort of play that comes in. Trying to use Kuroki as bait at the moment.
Poshka really wants to dive, swinging it out. Liquid's in position.
We'll see if they get away with it.
They
lead in, they've got the flame break back, immediately going on to Kuroki. He's trying to get in position for the crush, but Kuroki's already down. They glimpse Miracle away as well. So Liquid do not have a chance to do anything in return. Empire just taking the kill from right into the noses at the same time up top. Looking for Matuma, Matuma's out of
wow, they actually get him here.
Playing around there in a situation where he had no chance to rage. Another free kill for Empire. Rezo blinks himself away from GH just in time.
Empire playing that very well. Roger getting that super early level 6 on the Night Stalker. They're able to turn it to nighttime with darkness. And with Sticky, that's where the slow turn rate is always obnoxious. Lardo was unable to get the crush and they couldn't get any trade kills. Miracle now putting some pressure on that tower with the wagon. Poshka's got Glimpse and has Static Storm. They have a lot of TP rotations.
They want to try and do something, but their false promises now are. Yeah. So this becomes a hell of a lot harder. They'll look towards the side to pick off Liquid's GH to begin things now, turning towards Miracle. Miracle feeling very confident. In fact, he jumps straight in. Look for Roger. Will get Glimpse back. But Roger getting wrapped around upon by Matuma Man. Vacuum's there as well from Mind Control. They'll clean up the Night Stalker. Liquid starting to get aggressive. Empire. And they slow this down. Flame break onto Miracle. Still.
Where it begins. 5-man, or the group up together. But with that armlet, with that level 6 Kuroki. GH now looking for a bit of space. Needs a little bit more farm. It's not been having the most successful rotations. 1 and 3 actually, GH and then Slaughter.
Empire have to be so careful around this mid lane. We've seen, you know, if they show, Miracle will jump on them. He knows that he can survive at this stage.
It's nighttime now.
Around him.
Start to make plays around their vision.
If they can get the silence onto Kuro with the Static Storm, maybe they have a chance, but without that. Cooldown of it, and Roger, he's looking to intend to do so, coming forward. Without FN having the Dream Core back, still down for a minute. Very hard to even try and take those fights when the false promise is unavailable.
They're trying to use their night times every single time though with Empire, because the anti-mage isn't fighting with them, they need that benefit of the night. So they're going to smoke up again, do that pressure to give Resolution space to get that battle period a good timing, and he's very close to it, 500 away. Smoke breaks, Hiroki sees it. Trying to go for Miracle again here, but he actually joins it.
Miracle's ready to spike, jumps forward onto Roger. There's the lasso, but immediately there, the Fate's Edict on Miracle. The magic damage is not going to go through. Miracle just chases down Roger, tries to fly himself away. The rest of Liquid looking towards the remainder of Empire, towards the side of it, get the vacuum back onto Poshka.
Great response from Liquid. Did he disjoint?
The Disruptor going down, but still it's getting scary. We're seeing Liquid grouping up as a team. Empire having a lot of trouble trying to even dent this 5-man lineup that Liquid are presenting.
GH gets picked up again though, so he's slowing down his farm and his levels quite a lot. They actually really want him to get that level 6 early for that rotation.
We'll see it again here. There was the glimpse, and indeed.
Yeah, he did. He disjointed it with the
because of the immunity.
Yeah, you get the invulnerability during that. During that split second when you're jumping. Really well played by Miracle there, not getting repositioned. And now the deep aggressive wards come out to watch where the anti-mage is going to be farming. 3 placed by Liquid. Now the next one that we talk about usually is the one defensive ward you put in your jungle to watch when anti-mage goes in there. That'll probably be the next thing Liquid wants to do.
14-minute Battle Fury. Absolutely perfect here for Rezo, and as expected, did have, for the most part, an incredibly free lane up on the top. Getting involved in kills as well when Matumba turned up to the lane. But of course, this is all something that Liquid, they allowed this to happen. They know that they have this.
Too. They're going for it. They get the back on the high ground, and with the Infest Bomb, really well played there by Mind Control. Liquid just aware of where he was farming.
Yeah, and this is the thing. It doesn't matter what time you let that anti-mage get his battle fury by if you're able to kill him, and Liquid have such a good lineup, as the panel mentioned, for taking down this anti-mage that's still going to be in farming phase for quite a while.
Yeah, and that was without the ward. They didn't have any vision of him actually being there. They just figured that that's where he's going to be farming since they have 3 aggressive wards. And now they placed the 1 defensive ward, watching what he does walk into their jungle. So that was just a perfect smoke, because there's 2 wards actually there to defend him. Of course, under that smoke, they're not able to see them.
He doesn't actually have a TP though, so he's going to have to find a long way out of this.
He's going to have to wait. He's trying to go for the courier is what it looks like here with the phase boots.
He can get away with it. All right, Roger. We saw him do it game 1, game 2 he gets it.
May pay with his life. GH on the prowl. He now saw him for a second. Daytime is going to kick in about 8 seconds here.
Roger.
Roger's hiding though. GH does not know. Roger has the ward advantage.
He's going to get away with it. On lane, Mind Control.
Nicely done. Space.
Net complete. FN pretty much has the Blink Dagger, and absolutely crucial items. Just saying, if either FN can get on this back line, or you have the Disruptor with the Static Storm, anything that they can do to stop Kuro from being able to save Miracle on the front lines.
Yeah, that is
a chance to turn the fight. It's all down to Miposhka and FN.
That is the nice thing that they do have. You know, Empire has that very vision-heavy lineup with the Night Stalker, with the Bat Rider, and they have, of course, the puck to get into the back lines. If they can, that's their biggest window to go for those type of plays onto the Huskar. You know, it is, like I keep mentioning, you know, it's a Huskar lineup, but this Lifestealer is very threatening. Already about to have Desolator finished up on top of that armlet. So his damage is going to be no joke, and it's really only the anti-mage to deal with that. The other 4 heroes do not match up well versus Lifestealer or Huskar.
And because of the brilliant way, and it's just able to desolate that Liquid are itemizing it whole, it means that there's just no chance that Empire can turn to the fight. We'll see GH's vision here as he went for that chase. He got to that position around the tree line, no vision at all. GH, of course, making the nice call as well, not to waste too much time hunting for it. Gets back to his team, a bit of a smile there as well, as he knows that GH successful there. Top lane, Miracle and Matumba pushing down this tier 2.
Power trade. Very even game though so far. About 1k lead for Empire and 2k experience lead. They've been doing a good job of using those night times aggressive. All 10 kills have been involved with Roger. So these we keep like beating it to death basically, but these roaming forests are really the crucial things for a majority of these teams. They now know where Rezo's farming. We actually do see, I think, the ping coming up from Miracle. And this is what we were talking about. The armlet, Corrosive Haze, they can walk straight into Rush Pit, even open wounds on top, so the sustain is there.
Empire know that this is going on.
In though, yeah,
they did scan it outside. They're heading towards the pit. Are they going to be able to take the fight? The Miracle already heading straight in. Jumps forward on Roger with the Corrosive Haze. Roger just evaporates. Now, they do get the lasso, but again, they should have potential save. They have got a false promise, Static Storm keeping them at bay. Dreamcon as well. Kuroki, he's still got the range though. Gets the false promise off onto Miracle. Miracle no longer in any sort of threat. Miracle goes forward. He's going to get ghosted with the spears. Back up to full health thanks to Kuroki on the Oracle. And Liquid could head straight back into the pit. Empire, very little they can do at this stage of the game. They need to just hope that the time's going to be there for Rezo to get a few more items.
He's trying his damage.
At least the Master Staff.
Yeah. He's trying so hard to get that split push. This is what's so crazy though. It's like the Huskar Oracle and the Dazzle Huskar kind of things is, of course he's very immune to most damage, but it's that you're so low. So you have the max Berserker Blood like pretty much at all times. So you have 340 bonus attack speed in all of those instances.
Yeah, there's just no way that Rezo can turn up to a fight in this state.
And they have no damage for, they don't really have the damage for Huskar or a Lifestealer in that case, because he's all their physical.
Yeah, this just a Huskar pick, as usually is when they find the chance to pick it. Such a strong final 5th pick. We'll get a glimpse back.
He's got Aegis. They may be able to bring him down once here, but he's so isolated.
The armor's upon him currently, not quite in the neighborhood. It's the vacuum wall though, Empire already backing up. They know they can't kill him a second time.
I think he actually, looked like he double tapped the armor there. Maybe a slight mistake.
Well, in fact,
that
Timon
Aegis.
might just find Pushka. Ooh, my Pushka. We've got the TP out, we'll keep himself alive. Keeping his entire team between
Getting pretty big. He's got next. That one was building toward a butterfly next. He gets shredded. Playing a support in this game is probably one of the hardest things to do versus a Huskar Oracle. Every time you're seen, you're dead. Roger actually walks up, gets spotted for a moment, but he can fly.
looking to try and get on Roger. I mean, any sort of thing they can. Pushka though, not having a fun time. Atumaman straight in upon him. Empire are there. Can they do anything to react?
Oh, the stun is bad.
And Miracle, he's just going to be ready to fight. They do get the lasso off, try and drag him away, but Miracle jumps down into the river. Ghost Stick ticking down low. Will try for the TP out. Not going to make it though. The Purifying Flames nuke from Kuro, enough to take him.
Roger's going to get cut off too.
He's not getting out of here. The vacuum down to the low ground. Corrosive Haze granting them the vision and the potential to beat down upon him. Empire losing all four other than Rezo. Liquid pushing down the bottom lane.
All of them are full health. They're all healthy. And Rezo's trying his damnedest to do the split push that he can. Going for that AC next.
I mean, they may just even get the racks here.
This is the push.
I don't know if Empire can push Liquid out of the base. We'll see how safe Liquid want to play. They don't. They're sticking around. They know that they can stand their ground here. 23 minutes in.
Right.
Take a melee racks from the lineup of Empire. There's nothing that Empire can do at this stage of the game with the draft that they have against a Huskar. Resolution will at least find something in return.
They were trying to actually go for that pickup there. GH was TPing, but it looked like either cancel it or I think he got glimpsed actually, looked like from the push to stop his TP. They smoke up though, they want to continue that aggression. They want to try to get more.
Empire, they've got to hide, but they're not going to get the chance. GH and Atumaman straight in onto Ghost Stick. Kinetic Field will hold back the Slaughter. So no more casualties for now, at least for Empire. Miracle will back up to the top lane. Start to clean it out. Push back what Resolution had achieved, and in fact, GH.
Invis could be pretty big to pick up one of the heroes. Manta Style is
He's out on his own though. Doesn't quite have backup.
Atu's on his way. He blinks away, he blinks out. Doesn't want to try to go for that when there's 3 heroes there.
Rezo looking for the Assault Crash. At least something that may help them turn tides against the Huskar, but even at that, we know that these fights are very, very far from becoming easy or even possible for Empire against this backup, this team that they have around the Huskar. It's such It's such a perfect draft around Miracle.
Yeah, and it's just, you know, it's just the anti-mage. He can deal with the Huskar, but then it's the life stealer who can also be a big issue with the build that he's going to go on. I love that Matu goes for the Rush Desolator build too. Being able to take those early buildings. That's what they want to do. They don't want to take this game super late versus an anti-mage. They may be able to just because of their heroes, but that's not what they want to do. This team is about closing games around 30 minutes.
Oh, that's a man who's drafted Huskar. The smile there on Kuro's face is lovely, and that's a man that's had Huskar drafted against him.
That Ben's very stressed out right now.
Nearly, well, closing in on having an Assault Cuirass as well on Miracle. Has the money for the Hyperstone. 1,300 to go, and that will be there. The AC on the Huskar. So we've seen obviously on Matumba, as you mentioned, picking it up as his first major item.
The last pretty much 13 minutes has had 0 kills for Empire. They have been stuck at that 10 kill mark while Liquid picked up an immense amount, plus shrines, plus racks. So that's the timing we were talking about, you know, that armlet into the Aegis, that's where they get their big ball rolling for Liquid, and they've done it perfectly so far. Rezo's trying so hard to get that farm for him to do that carry, so he can actually join engagements, but his team just does not match up well versus what Liquid's got besides him.
Rezo, nearly at his own Assault Cuirass. So at least something, and as well as obviously for him giving a bit more chance when it comes down to being forced to fight. Also nice for the pushing as well himself. Maybe he can continue to look for this wrap potential. We know that Liquid's lineup, for the most part, to get the job done, they do love to move as 5. He can try and slowly pull them apart to these side lanes, make them react to his plays. But he has got to be on the top of his game. And so far, in terms of the farm he has, but can Rezo and Empire outplay this incredible force that Liquid have here in this game too?
Definitely not if they get Aegis and Cheese. If Liquid gets this Aegis and Cheese, they're going to be able to just walk down the mid, or maybe even just the top lane. Top lane is usually easier to push because there's not as many shrines accessible. Mid is one of the hardest because of that triple shrine. And Roche, we're going to find out in about 10 seconds how long it will be till it respawns. Full AC for Miracle, so already has that one to match up with Rezo. Can take the fight around that. Kurogi though does get isolated by Rezo. So gets at least one pick off here while Kuro's trying to get wards out to prep for that Roche. And they start pinging out already on Empire. They know that it could be a problem. Now Roche will spawn. My control walks in at the exact timing that it does.
I mean, is it at the point where you look to FN and say, you've got to go in for a steal? You've got to look for that Aegis steal play on the puck.
They got to go for some big fight. They have to get very good vision around that Roche pit to look for that Oracle.
I mean, if they can find Miracle, whilst Kuro's down, Miracle very close to them there. They're looking to see if they can get some sort of a catch. Have they got the vision for the glimpse? They have. Miracle glimpse back. They will grab him into the lasso. No Kuro for 10.
Remain crunch.
Comes in with the crush. Grabs them all. Matumba Man gets the double kill. It doesn't matter that Kuro's not there because the rest of the team have Miracle's back. GH there, quick with the jump in. Now they turn towards Roshan. Empire with 2 down. Kuro's back in the game. This should be an easy Roche for Liquid. And Empire know that they cannot come anywhere near this. It's down, it's gone into the hands of Miracle. The Aegis is there.
Aegis and Cheese, their top lane is in a perfect position for Liquid to push, so down the mid lane, the line is drawn. Now Rezo has to try to push out this bottom wave, and now you see Rezo actually puts the BKB into his quick buy. He needs to fight into this next couple of situations, but he's still quite far away.
I mean, there was so much hope here for Empire getting that back, but immediately GH joining in with Matumba Man. Very little that Empire could do to react to that. The rage out before Miposhka could get the Static Storm out in response.
It's pretty surprising that Miposhka didn't actually just try coating the area with the Static Storm early to preemptively expect maybe some kind of rotations in.
Top lane,
but they just
comes the siege.
Didn't expect GH there. Yeah.
Rezo, the query though, he's going to look to try and force some sort of reaction. The tier 3 falling though, they have the fortification. Rezo continuing with the split push pressure.
Does not push nearly as fast as they do though.
And he hasn't quite got the creeps, so the back door slowing him down as well. Now the creeps are back, but already up top, they're losing the full set of racks on this top lane as Liquid claim another. Rezo, how long is he going to stay down here? The fortification coming out from Liquid. He needs the rest of his team to stop Liquid from getting the mega. They'll jump in with the lasso. Snake's on there as well. They do get the silence out. Kuroki was silenced. Economy get the backup. Now he has the false promise. Comes through up to Miracle. Empire tried their best there to keep the Oracle silenced, but it wasn't long enough. Miracle now turning towards Ghosting. Rezo did manage to get a rank from the bottom. He gets the melee. Get out, he cannot, will get
your illusion too, so it's just a super difficult game for Empire to do anything. They fought
Go, 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 go! Murder them all! Kill every single one of them! That's the one guy you didn't want to jump, I think. He's farming your cock, man.
Actually pretty tanky. Fucking dead, I think. On there! Ooh.
The enemy's bottom tower has...
Child? Here. You got it. Oh, I'm going for the Sir Rocket. Oh,
Yeah, go, 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 go.
Did you ever watch speed porn? And the girls really sound like that. What? Oh,
What now?
oh, killed it!
I've never heard of that.
Yo, Google it, it's funny as fuck, man.
Yeah, let me Google speed porn real quick after Sabrina Suzuki. I'm sure I won't get some
there's a
fucking...
combination. Fuck it, and it, yeah.
Shit out of it.
Hey, Volt fucking.
Five seconds remaining. Dire team, review team.
Kept bouncing back and forth between lanes.
Brutal.
Huh.
Hey! Bringing the top tier form on Thursday.
Anyways,
talking about Merlini.
for this game, if you're playing against Empire and you see them draft team fight, and if you're Liquid, do you actually draft more team fight, or do you try and cheese them with like a Huskar Oracle?
Mind control.
think Mind Control is one of the most underrated players in all of Dota, especially on Nature's Prophet. That's like his best hero, and that's one of the best heroes in this meta right now.
I'm curious to see if he'll be doing it. We've seen him on Bristleback quite often in this event. And it's time to get this match underway. It's our very first of the day. It's an elimination match, as all are today. Team Liquid versus Team Empire.
Radiant team.
Keeper of the light.
That voice is so dope.
It's so deep.
I know. I almost want to scream at the top of my lungs for days just to blow my voice out so I can
10
just sound like
seconds
that.
remaining.
Except I won't be doing anything dramatic.
I'm just waiting for the event that you are on, and it's a 9-day event. You can say, it's day 9.
On day 9, and then I'll be able to measure up to Machine's SCCC joke. God, that was top tier.
Yeah, keep dreaming.
Oh, Bounty Hunter. First pick out of Team Empire. Puck, of course, we've seen be very common, but Bounty Hunter making a first-time appearance at the main event.
Empire intentionally giving away the Coddle to Team Liquid and deciding that Bounty Hunter is going to be their tool to help fight it.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he is really bad at that timing once Keeper actually gets his Ags. We've seen that multiple times coming out from Team Liquid. Once they get their Ags, they push high ground with Gem. Or Gem.
Okay, you're sort of a Coddle specialist. What is Bounty Hunter? Like, what kind of problems does Bounty Hunter present for a Keeper of the Light?
It's just that you can't like run around from lane to lane so much, and you're afraid of the Bounty Hunter like finding you. You can't jungle as easily, so it's gonna slow down the Coddle's farm by a lot, I think. But at the same time, as I say, if he actually reaches to the point when he gets out, then Bounty Hunter doesn't do anything. Yeah. They're gonna group up, and Bounty Hunter is not good against team who's grouping up, and they're gonna push them.
I'm curious if you can talk a little bit about the influence of Bounty Hunter in the later parts of the game, because in early game he can roam around, he can mess with lanes, he can snipe couriers, but in late game he seems so much focused on track.
Yeah, track will give all of your teammates movement speed and extra gold when you kill your opponents, but I think the movement speed is the main thing for track in the late game. Also the vision can't be underrated. It makes connecting on kills so much easier.
And usually you really want to get an advantage early on in the game by getting the track kills. So if you're not leading with gold like in the early mid game, then it's probably something that's going wrong. But if you actually win the fight late game with track kills, then you can actually like, turn the game super
He also, fast. Yeah, he enables a lot of heroes who don't farm particularly fast. You know, they can go for kills instead of creep kills, and they can get extra gold that way. So a lot of times we'll see a Bounty Hunter lineup have, you know, some softer carries, but actually scale decently well into the late game because they have so much money across all 5 of their heroes, not just like 3 in particular.
Wow, that's a great point. And also, you know, you brought up the vision earlier. We've seen some things out of Broodmother, and of course, Track being able to.
Bounty Hunter can also sneak behind enemy lines and place deep wards, which could potentially help him find Coddle as Coddle approaches other lanes and starts teleporting his teammates to him.
And interestingly, Liquid take Beastmaster over someone like say the Nature's Prophet. Both are good at pushing towers, but Beastmaster I think promotes pushing together a lot more than Nature's Prophet does, and also I think he's much better versus the Bounty Hunter than the Nature's Prophet. Nature's Prophet can't split push without fear when there's the Bounty Hunter or Nyx in the game.
Beastmaster can have some laning problems though up against a Bounty Hunter. Bounty Hunter is particularly good at getting on top of the Beastmaster if he's trying to offlane, or finding Beastmaster if he decides to retreat to the jungle.
10 seconds
So they only banned one of the pushing heroes in the Lycan, and they're still, I would say, the Lone Druid, which is, they picked a lot recently, and I think you definitely want to 5-man if you're Team Liquid.
Here we have the Witch Doctor. This hero lanes incredibly well against Beastmaster because of the paralyzing cask bouncing between both the hero and the boar. And when that cask hits,
worse to just stun the boar and just kill it because the boar actually gives a lot of experience.
Yeah. Yeah, so without the boar in lane, Beastmaster he doesn't really do very much. He's just this he's almost like a big melee creep with his axes just walking around.
Especially as Ben said here, if Liquid actually chose to go for the Lone Druid, then the Witch Doctor is very good against him as well. Because also there we have a summon that the cask is gonna bounce around on.
Also the eventual Necro Book coming out from Beastmaster can be stunned with that cask, which will be helpful, because I imagine there's going to be a timing, like Ben was talking about, where Team Liquid decides, hey, we're going high ground with Coddle Ags, and that is going to be the moment where Empire needs to put up an amazing defense.
And in terms of putting up that amazing defense, is it that they'll need to pick stronger anti-push heroes, stronger defensive heroes, or something to coordinate better?
Definitely some more team fight I think would be appropriate, but also they just need to have with his Aghanim Scepter, he becomes poor position, and they could do something like a Bristleback or a Sand King or
later?
I don't think so. It just depends how many kills they give up. I think how many track kills they give up is what's going to determine. I think otherwise they're fine going into the late game. Caudle and Beastmaster will have a huge impact for the vision of this game.
And the Necrophos is always like scary in the late game as well.
Batrider good at picking off the Broodmother, not particularly good in lane. I think Liquid, got to watch out for Matoma Man on this Broodmother, make sure he doesn't get out of control.
Interesting to see the last pick Batrider, as he was often one of the first or second picks in virtually every game he's been in. But with the drafts being completed, it means it's time for game number 1 between Liquid and Empire.
Thank you very much, Day9, and indeed another day.
Higher than that because of the base damage advantage. And it might be a bounty hunter floating in between the lanes, so.
We'll see if he gets away with this as well. He's at the rune spot, Roger.
Already a charge coming out.
Will he be able to get this? He's going to try for it for sure. He gets himself on top of it, looks for it, and he'll take it. Empire get themselves 3 of the bounty runes there. Nice little way there for Roger and the gang to begin.
Take a look if they blocked any camps. So they did block 1. Okay. Liquid did actually block the pole this time around. So we've been seeing a lot of these dual pressuring aggro lanes just to make sure that they can't pull the wave back. And it's Dire. So Dire always wants to be blocking that full camp since the lane beats at a better equilibrium.
We'll see how much Rezo gets out of this laning stage. We've seen how many times previously, if Rezo gets a lead early, he's very good at playing it safe. Very few deaths I feel on Rezo as a whole throughout this tournament. Incredibly safe carry. Bottom lane already. GH trying to come in with the blast, but damage is returned. Down to half health. Will be forced back, and it looks like at the moment this presence from the 2 supports on Empire down bottom doing a very good job at keeping this off lane away from resolution.
You can tell where their focus is. Yeah, they're like, okay, Rezo is our big winning condition for this game. It's like a single carry weaver, so he has to get an amazing start.
Look at this, in fact, with the cast. Some decent bounces off the range creep. Now I'm going to make a bit of a go here onto Microphone. They are going to try and turn towards the bounty hunter. Charges there as well, but a little too far away, of course. Comes from the other side of the map. We'll see if he continues with it. It doesn't look like he's going to hold back. He's going to continue flying across the map here.
Liquid's very low on regen in this dual aggro. They actually
Kuroki might...
tangos.
Can they get away with this?
He's got a dust too.
Yeah,
they should be able to get him.
Potential first blood with Liquid surrounding Roger. Can they get him out of there? That's the question. But Poshka does have the cast. Resolution now turning. In fact, Liquid, you have to be careful as well, Rezo. She hit, but in fact it's going to be the mid lane where Miracle gets a solo kill onto FN. That was not expected, Fog.
That's never expected. That matchup can be very one-sided in some
Don't you think a real professional Dota player could manage, I don't know, 10 versus 10? Is that Pudge right there? Yeah, we gotta bring sumo wrestler Pudge down here. The terrible dancer, yes, the terrible dancer in the aisle. Yes, you. I have no idea how that's gonna work, but you still trust me?
Best payer.
Hi, puppy.
Hey.
I'm gonna come around here so I can talk to you better. How confident are you in this team?
You know, sitting next to Dendi. Old times, you know?
You wish it were Dendi.
Isn't it?
It can't be. This is shaping up to be a great match. Are you ready, Dendi?
Opa, Dendi.
Are you gonna give us some moves throughout the match?
É, o ganholino sempre ganha. Quer ser um ganholino também? Faz um Super X-Cap. Com ele você tem tudo para ganhar o prêmio semanal de 40 mil e ainda com...
Give it up once again for Team No Tail and Team Chuan.
Open Gangnam Style. Gangnam Style. Open Gangnam Style.
Вопрос про Смайла. Он сказал в интервью. Смайл красава вообще на нерубе нереальный. Раздает. Карапаси включает, как Пупей говорит. Вот ты представляешь, вот у него спел как-то называется, а Пупей его Карапаси называет. Вот он бежит нерубом, потом включай Карапаси, все вымирают, смех, веселье, победа. Мы все любим пиво.
Ты извини, что я дрожу, холодно просто.
А где мы находимся?
Ты знаешь, где мы находимся?
На затворках. Задворках.
Киберарена.
Затворках.
Да, то есть киберарена и там.
Hey guys, this is Purge, and I'm here with two of Navi's players. It is Dendi and Puppy. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing good.
All right.
Bounty Hunter. That's a massive opening. Look at that. It had the Deso. I think it had the Veil.
What? That's such a...
That's one of the biggest courier snipes I think we've seen here on the main stage.
Yeah, it's at 10 minutes. Like, that fact that it's that early with that many items on.
Манек сказал 30-0-30 соло мидвайпер. 30-0-30 соло мидвайпер. 30-0-30 соло мидвайпер. Нет. Он соло выиграет этот чем. А я постою на базе. А про Чак Норриса что ничего не говоришь? Ну, про Чак Норриса, значит, мы потом смотрели против китайцев. Когда-нибудь на ковер. Я с вертухана. С ноги. Одним ударом троих вырубают. Остается двое, Пупе их берет. На примере покажи, вон на мужике, короче. Вон, против Феникса. Против Феникса. Давай. Чё? А, вот. И все. Это минус. Я понял.
Every August, the best Dota 2 teams travel from around the world, seeking to raise the coveted Aegis at the most prestigious competition in esports, the International. Over its short but fabled history, the International has managed to produce more than a few of Dota's most unforgettable stories.
They're gonna do it! The sideline of Fall! Are you kidding me? Evil Geniuses! I cannot believe it!
But before more heroes and legends are added to the competition's lore this summer, let's look back and relive the most iconic moments in the International's history. The Fountain Hooks.
They're not done. Mech still hasn't even been used. There's a hook! How? Brought all the way back to the base! Cleaned up by the Fountain.
Game-breaking, brilliant, hilarious, cheating. No matter how you describe it, Navi's Fountain Hooks from TI3 is still one of the most unorthodox strategies to ever be used at an International. Only 15 minutes into Game 3 of their upper bracket match against Tong Fu, Navi found themselves with their backs against the wall.
Walls down just in case.
Sensing incoming defeat, Puppy and Dendy pulled out the ultimate cheese strategy, the Fountain Hook.
Still hasn't even been used. There's a hook! How? Brought all the way back to the base! Cleaned up by the Fountain.
The product of a unique interaction between Chen's Test of Faith and Pudge's Meat Hook, the Fountain Hook created a long ride to certain death for anyone unfortunate enough to be caught on the end of it.
Going for a ride on the Dindy Express. Welcome to the well.
From there, things became more and more ridiculous as Dendy landed hook
Dendy's gonna try it again, can he?
after hook.
That's a much better choice. Oh, he got him!
After hook.
Oh, there we go. The hook got him!
In the end, despite its absurdity, the cheese strategy was crucial for securing Navi's comeback.
Navi! Charging back out at King J! Will make it a full 5-man wipe!
While the interaction would later be patched out of the game, this iconic moment forever stands as a testament to not only Navi's inventiveness, but the near-endless possibilities of Dota.
This is what you call one for the road!
I cannot believe that they actually did it.
The Mega Creep comeback.
That game was out of control. That's a game that just makes you love Dota 2.
In the 6-year history of the International, no team had ever successfully overcome Mega Creeps to take the win. That is, until August 10th, 2016, when EG met eHome in an absolute slugfest of a match.
This is one of the best games I've ever seen.
From minute one, both teams went blow for blow in teamfight after teamfight.
He's got that. Whirling Death, one more hit to do it. Close, there it is. First blood for Fenrir. Can't quite get over the left. The Ice Blast not gonna land either. The Chronosphere will secure the kill, but all the jumping. Oh my God, with the Ice Blast! Ice, and over 11. They're almost gone. Guild Scepter and Ice finds himself a moment, but he's still down. Everybody coming back in for me. Another buyback with the booster travel level 2. They're going on the universe. He's dead. 2 minutes on the clock. Sumail, they need to escape with Sumail. He can't make it though.
But eHome slowly ground EG down and pushed forward, eventually claiming all 3 racks to get the Mega Creep.
Juggernaut is good to go. He's going to be able to take that melee racks. Range racks up next. Melee already down. Ice Blast coming in. If this range rack, that's going to be Megas, and they just killed PPD.
With the impossible challenge of overcoming Megas in front of them, EG didn't waver, putting up an unbelievable defense, somehow clawing their way back into the match.
Geniuses still 5 up, but here comes Ed on these slash. Bouncing around, they're shattered even. Hoping to be able to go on his eye, but an arrow! Oh my god! Samael just nailed him, but he still managed to get himself away in the back lines. The Spaceless Void though in the back! They're holding! The Evil Geniuses, cool, calm, and collected. They're holding their defense here again. If they kill chicken here, able to get up the ice box, and no! E-Home! 5 down! This is the endgame scenario.
With the game well past the hour mark, the Megas threatening their every move, EG took the momentum of their valiant hold and brought the fight to E-Home's front door.
Being beaten on, it begins. The jump forward. Samael already going on Fenrir. No chaotic offering, an ice blast, and Dragon first. He'll take him out. E-Home. Fenrir fights back with the tier. Oh, the throw's going down. The throw down to half HP. E-Home gets him back, and the Geniuses have done it. Game 1. It's over. Evil Geniuses.
As the crowd blew the roof off Key Arena, EG cemented their legendary status with one of the greatest Dota 2 comebacks of all time.
I can safely say I've never seen something like that.
The Deny. From the International 2013, KYXY's Deny is one of the most infamous blunders of Dota's history and is iconic for all the wrong reasons.
And in fact, goes the hands of Windrunner. No.
Denial.
What?
They denied it. They failed.
Oh.
I couldn't watch the game for a good 5 minutes because I was just like completely mind blown over the fact that he had just denied an Aegis.
In the lower bracket finals, Orange Esports took on Na'Vi for the chance to face Alliance in the grand finals. Orange came into the series hot and jumped out to a strong lead in a deciding Game 3 against the favorites, Na'Vi.
So Orange claim all the outer tier 1 towers, and they haven't lost a single one yet. Man, this is just like Malaysian power fighting through Na'Vi. And Na'Vi have no answer to this.
Orange was in a commanding position and opted to take Roshan to ensure the win. But that's when disaster struck.
Should be on the hands of Mushi, and in fact goes the hands of Windrunner. No.
Denial.
What?
They denied it. They failed.
As Roshan died, KYXY misclicked, destroying the crucial Aegis of the Immortal just before his team could pick it up.
And the pressure, even though all these players are trying not to think about it when they're in the game, but when you're up and one game is what makes the difference between going to grand finals or not, it's always there.
Without the Aegis in hand, Orange was unable to close out the game safely, ultimately creating an opening for Na'Vi.
And Puppy, well, he's got the black on, he got 3 in it. Well, look for the brain set. They couldn't get anything. Orange lost 2, Orange lost 3, Orange has lost 4.
Na'Vi capitalized on Orange's misfortune and charged back into the game, overcoming a 7,000 gold deficit, knocking Orange out of the event.
GG! Na'Vi! They come back from what looked like oblivion!
While KYXY is still a celebrated player, this moment will forever linger. Adding to the cruel, iconic legacy of this misplay is the fact that, to this day, Aegis denies are still called KYXYs.
Whoa, what? Yeah, he denied. What? What? Bulba? Bulba, no. Please! No, Bulba, don't be KYXY. Oh, Bulba!
The $6 million Echo Slam.
Together, PPD, here comes the Ice Blast, ready for the dawn! In from Universe, it's a disaster! CDC!
From the grand finals of TI5, the $6 million Echo Slam is not only one of the nastiest two-man wombo combos you'll ever witness, it was the tournament-winning play for Evil Geniuses. Up 2-1 in the
from Kuro.
Goes to the favor for everybody, telling them the rush timer.
They have got to watch out. Rezo.
Like playing Weaver versus Spiritbreaker is so difficult, just because how naturally tanky the hero is, and just how easily he can actually lock you down with his two spells. His, you know, BKB piercing disables. And Rezo trying his best to get that BKB though.
Exactly the rest of the way that the lineup of Liquid's going as well. Matumba queuing up the Basher, and once he gets Basher Abyssal, even harder for Rezo in these fights. He really has to keep his distance.
30 seconds till day. Liquid's already got the lanes pushed out. Bottom lane is not a great spot for them, but they don't care about that bottom lane. The only one that really pushes hard on Empire is Resolution. So they want to do their push timing. They push very hard for that Beastmaster.
Empire's got to get back and do something about this. Miracle still with the cheese ready for this push. Dagon scaled right up as well. If they catch anyone, they should be able to instantly get themselves that kill with the Reaper's side. 5 seconds and Rezo will be able to TP back for the time being, putting the pressure on that bottom lane. It's to try and get that tier 3. Slowly but surely he's going for it now. He'll TP back. There's the charge onto the posture dream. Carl will hold the cover to the backbone. Goes in, comes in, grabs in mind control, tracks him right back. The death walk down as well. Mind control, falling low, he's gone. Matumba Man will find the kill off the Witch Doctor. Positive BKB, moving towards Ghosting. Resolution on the side, trying to work in onto Miracle. Miracle has to go right now. Solution BKB does well, but they've lost Ghosting. The Matumba Man just manning up, moving in. Rezo, can he find Miracle? Is getting close and he will. Does take Miracle down. They're holding back. Liquid, Matumba Man, so finally get the tier 3. Charge, the connection, the back.
Passes.
No! Time lapse just in time from Resolution. Now looking back towards Kuroki, tracks out upon him. Double kill for FN. Matumba Man and GH, they're still in the base. Can they actually get out away from these two? There's going to be a buyback from Kuroki, looking to try and get back in the fight and help out. GH healed up by the blast. Rezo falling low. He does not have the time lapse again. He's got to be careful. GH indeed bringing him in, and Rezo, he's going to get taken down. Down for 80. And now with Rezo gone, Liquid, they'll be able to easily clean up a second lane of Rex. There's still the tier 2 down bottom. We'll see how much Liquid can do. I don't know if they can necessarily go for the game. I mean, the Microshot's back up in a second. Maybe they can just look to finish it now.
They can just keep recalling everybody.
Just got the Matumba Man just becoming this absolute beast of a spider. They cannot deal with him. And as we saw then, you know, GH just bringing the team in, and with the 4 of them there, they may be able to just go for the game. 50 seconds, no Rezo, no Witch Doctor. I don't think Empire can stop this. The push is too much from Liquid.
The Illuminate heals, the blinding light, just everything coming into factor there. It's too much for Rezo to kind of deal with, and being able to Kuroki to the back.
I mean, they're trying their best, but